Hey boys and girls, I've been gone for a little while, but I am back. You might not realize, or I shouldn't be saying I'm back now, because you'll probably see a video before this that was actually, my Morphe was filmed and it's been edited and ready to go, but I just haven't posted it. Because lots of things have been going on in life. So this second video you'll see since I've been back. But I thought it'd be nice to do just kind of a little shop my stash, kind of briefly show you what my vanity looks like and what kinds of crap I have in here. So we'll get into that in just a second, but before we do, as always, if I could ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel and share this with any of your makeup loving friends, I would really appreciate it. You know, I'm still very new, but I'm going to be focusing in 2020 on really growing my channel. So any help I could get from you, I really appreciate it. Let me say really a couple more times. All right, so let's go shop my stash. Okay, so I realized that this actually didn't record the other day, so I'm going to try to recreate the shopping of my stash. But in here, this is my vanity. Actually, it's an old desk that's been repurposed. In here, I have my primers and such, my Pro Fix, and my Catrice, a freezing spray. It's kind of like a MAC Prep and Prime. And here are all of my primers and such. This is the Fenty Pro Filt'r, the hydrating primer that came out this summer. It was just a sample I got. Go ahead and use that. As far as foundation goes, here's all that I have right now. I've decluttered a few, but I'm going to be going ahead and trying the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I use this a lot this summer whenever, you know, just kind of wanted to feel glowy. And I'm just kind of feeling in that mood right now, so we'll do that. And I apologize for this, but the concealer I used was actually a sample from the Pretty Vulgar, and you'll see it in the video, but I don't have it anymore because I used it. It was just a sample. So those are the rest of my primers. We'll go down here a bit, and here you can see my dog and my floor. I promise you this is not mold or anything on my floor. This is where, if you remember on my last video, I said that I broke my Morphe palette. This is the black everywhere. I cannot get it out of the carpet at all. It's like a 20-year-old carpet, so I'm not all that worried, but you know, and there's some animal toys, so yeah, that's kind of a mess. All right, in this drawer here we have our blushers and that kind of stuff. I'm going to go ahead today. These are the rest of my blush, but I think I'm going to use the blush and bronzer from this Balm, in the Balm of Your Hand Volume 2. And just some palettes. Oh, that's where that went. I was looking for that. The rest of my bronzers and my highlighters here, and we'll use the Colourpop because that is a very nice one. Alright, and as far as my eyeshadow palettes, I have so many palettes, I cannot fit them everywhere. I have this stack here that just kind of lives here because I can't fit them in my drawer. This is my Drawer O palettes. You can just see there's tons of my palettes, and then if you dig down here, you've got my singles and my like loose pigments and stuff like that, and this is just a mess because I am a messy person. But for today's look, or technically yesterday's look, I'm just going to use these two palettes, these Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, number, I think it's 2 and 3, because one is almost completely matte with one shimmer, and the other one's all shimmer but one matte, so we'll just combine them together to get one look. Okay, sorry that I had to redo this, and if I missed anything, I apologize. Okay, my middle drawer here has all my other eye products. Again, since it's a desk, it's a it's not deep at all. So I bought these at the dollar store. These actually fit just perfectly to help me organize, because otherwise it's a complete hot mess. And let's get my eyelash glue out. And these are actually kind of new. Actually very new. I just bought them at the dollar store last week. I tried them yesterday. I want to do them again because I really like them so much. Let's see, what kind of mascara haven't I worn in a while? I haven't worn the It Superhero, so let's bring that out. All right, what do we want? Eyeliner. I'm kind of doing that a lot. Just go by with the old standby, the Physicians Formula 3-in-1. And eyebrows. I haven't been using this too much. And my sister-in-law gave me hers from her Boxycharm. Whoops. So let's go ahead and use this $1 Billion Brows. Okay, and whoops, let's see if I can get this shut. All right, and let's look at lipsticks. Lipstick is obviously what I have the most of. This whole thing is just filled. But I kind of want to do a red lip today, so I'm going to bring out my red lip liner. And my friend Mandy gave this to me. This is one of the liquid Catsuits. It's a nice red. I don't know that I've used this on here before, so we'll go ahead and try it. All right, let's get this all together. Okay, so let's go ahead and put all this stuff on that we looked at. Again, this is the Fenty Hydrating the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Formula Primer. I probably have that reversed. If it is, I'll fix it on screen. But yeah, I mean, I just got a sample of this when I not purchased, but I got a sample of the actual new foundation, which I never did actually get to do a video on. I got a sample and I tried it out and I filmed it, and then when I went to edit it, I lost a couple days worth of footage because I like to do it over several days, and you just can't recreate a first impression, so I never did film it. But in case you didn't hear what I thought about it, I liked it. I actually liked the original as well. I'm one of the few people on the drier end who did. But I happened to find it at the same time I found my Charlotte Tilbury, so I haven't really been wearing it or I didn't buy it because I didn't think I'd be wearing it because of that. But who knows, maybe, you know, it's winter, I need a few more that are in my shade range to go for. All right, let's go in with this Infallible Pro Glow. I used this some during the summer when I was just kind of, summer you just kind of seem glowy anyway, but we're going to see how this matches for winter. I have definitely gotten paler, and some things just don't work and some things do, and I'm trying to find what is working now and what isn't. Again, my beloved Charlotte Tilbury is just, it's not coming out again, I don't think, until at least spring. It pulls way too yellow, and I hate that, but it's how it is. I'm loving this Boxycharm brush. I'm gonna go ahead in with this. Let's see, I can do this without without dripping it everywhere. Speaking of Boxycharm, you know, I love the box. I really like this month. I've only had one dud, and that was 2 months ago, maybe. But I've decided with the holidays, I'm just not going to be buying a lot of makeup because my money needs to go to Christmas gifts. That's just all there is to it. And so I am foregoing this month's Boxycharm for the month of December. And instead, I know it doesn't really save me money because I'm still spending money, but I save like $5. So I'm gonna say I'm saving money and justify it to myself that way. But I did buy the Jeffree Star mystery box, the whatever the small one was called. It was $20. I have no idea if they're sold out or not now. This is 2 days after Thanksgiving when I'm filming this. This is Saturday. And, you know, I haven't bought a lot of Jeffree Star. Actually, I only have one actual Jeffree Star and a couple dupes. But I did really like the lip. Really like the lip. And I kind of figure the lip, there's going to be a lipstick in there. And it's $20. The lowest box is 3 items, and so you're gonna at least get, I think they said like $42 value, you know, and a lipstick is like $18. So, you know, I figure I'm gonna get my money worth. And it has one exclusive item, and if I really hate it, that stuff goes for crazy money on like Poshmark and stuff. So if I really hate it, I'll sell it. But that was my, instead of Boxycharm, I'm going to do that this month. Plus, I don't normally look at spoilers, but I told my friend I was thinking about doing this, and she said, go ahead and look at the spoilers. I think you'll be okay. And I looked, and I won't spoil anything for you guys, but at least what I saw, there was nothing that I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be missing out on. So I'm passing that up this month. Who knows, next month, you know, January, with the start of the new year, maybe I'll even go up to the premium or, you know, the $35 box. I don't know. We'll just kind of see how that goes. Now I'm going in with my Undercover Lightweight Concealer from Pretty Vulgar. I can't even remember if I liked this stuff or not. I tried this just as a shade match, really, in the last Boxycharm. I don't have any memories of like hating it. Oh, my cat wants in. You know, I always try to do this with a brush, and I always find that I end up liking it better with my finger. But I don't like dipping my finger in if it doesn't have a dough foot. I hate the feeling of things under my nails. And just the idea of makeup under my nails, just, I hate it. You know, and I'm looking at the, just looking at this Pro Glow, I don't feel that it's super glowy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe there's something in my skin that doesn't let anything look super glowy, because I've tried that like glassy stuff from that we got in the Boxycharm, the Touch and Soul, and I've tried other like things that say, oh, this is glowy, and nothing ever seems really glowy. Maybe my skin is a black hole and it absorbs all the light. Okay. So I guess I should go in a little bit into why there hasn't been a video in 2 weeks. Again, I try to pre-film a bit, and I kind of got behind on that. A couple weeks before Thanksgiving, I just wasn't feeling well. You know, I do have, you know, some chronic pain issues. And sometimes it's just really hard, you know. Sometimes I don't feel like getting out of bed. And then there are days when I do feel good, and I'll go out and I'll do something, and it wears me out so much that then the next day and the day after, I can't get out of bed. So, you know, I was just kind of not feeling it. And then over the weekend, I had promised my sister-in-law, it was her 40th birthday, so I promised to go up to Columbus and watch my 13-year-old nephew. Love him to death. He is an awesome kid, and we love to watch movies together. And I love introducing him to movies because I'm a big movie buff. You know, I don't think I need to set this. maybe I'll do just a little bit on my T-zone. Yeah, so, you know, I love introducing him to movies. We watched movies, and so I just really didn't have much of a time to film then. And actually right before that, I had learned my best friend from high school, who I haven't seen in probably 19 years, but I keep in touch with him on Facebook. And, you know, we still talk and, you know, send some things occasionally, but I haven't seen him in forever. And unfortunately, his mother passed away due to complications with Parkinson's disease. And he's in my hometown, and his mother was there too, but it's 4 hours away from here in Cincinnati, and I don't drive. But as luck would have it, it was the day after, it was the Monday after the weekend that I was watching my nephew. So I went to Columbus, and this is all in Ohio, just in case I'm in Cincinnati. Went to Columbus to watch my nephew over the weekend. Monday morning, my sister-in-law drove me to Zanesville, which is in between Columbus and the Ohio-West Virginia border. And then my mother picked me up. My mother lives in Zanesville, and she and my father drove me back to our hometown to go to the, well, I guess it wasn't really the funeral, it was the showing. But, you know, I got to see him, and it was very, very emotional, of course, because it was a funeral, but it was also very, very emotional because it made me realize just how much I miss seeing him. And so that was a whole big thing. And then this week, it's just been, you know, I didn't get back home until Wednesday, and then Thursday's Thanksgiving. Friday, we do Thanks Christmas with my dad, my husband's side of the family, where we do Christmas and Thanksgiving at the same time. So today is the first day I've really gotten back to do some filming. This is the two Tarte palettes I was talking about here. The Rainforest is C, I believe it's 2 and 3. And this one has all mattes and 1 shimmer. And this one has all shimmers and 1 matte. And I'll just combine them to make a look here. It's a very nude, neutral look, so, you know, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna go into, and this is so bright, it's really hard to hold up. I think I'm just gonna go into this shade here first. But yeah. Oh, that's already creased up there. So, how was your Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty quiet because we were doing stuff with my husband's family on Friday. We weren't planning on doing much on Thursday, but we went into Kroger, which if you're from, I don't know, I think it's more of a Midwest thing. I don't think they have them too much in the South or anything, but Kroger's our grocery store. And this was a couple weeks ago, and they had a turkey. The whole turkeys were 30 cents a pound, which meant we got a 14-pound turkey for like $4. So we decided just, you know, for my husband, my daughter, and I, we would do a turkey. And my husband works at a television station, so they're always, you know, there are no holidays for them, and he actually picks it up because he gets crazy overtime for all holidays. So he worked 12 hours on Thanksgiving, right after we had our big meal. Okay, I think go in with I almost have to cover the inner pan in here too. I'm just going to go in with this color here. There we go. Yep. And yesterday we had our Thanks Christmas. It was we actually had a big celebration with lots of extended family too. Some cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff that we don't normally get to see. My husband has one sister, but she lives in Toledo, so unfortunately we don't get to see her and her kids a lot. So thanks, Christmas is always fun. And I hadn't planned on doing any Black Friday shopping. My one shopping was the Jeffree Star thing because that came out on Thanksgiving Day. But for my Christmas present, my wonderful mother-in-law got me a Sephora gift card because she knows me. And I've already spent it. Both Sephora and Ulta were having sales on the Urban Decay Honey Pot collection. And if you remember when the Naked Honey first came out, you know, I love that palette. Absolutely adore it. It's my favorite palette. Well, they had another pack that I was thinking about getting because the palette itself was $50. And for $60 it was a mini palette that had like 4 or 6 shades, and they were all different than was in the full-size palette. And then it came with a mini all-nighter spray, eyeshadow primer, and one of the 24/7 eyeliners. And the eyeliners alone are like $22. And this one, unless I'm wrong, I cannot find it anywhere else. So I think it's exclusive to this because it's like the color's amber or something kind of honey related. So that was on sale. It's normally $59, and it was on sale yesterday for $29.50. And with the gift card, I'm like, I can't pass that up. I love that palette so much. And I've actually never tried All Nighter or their eyeshadow primer. And, you know, for the, like I said, the liners are great. So to get them pretty much for a few dollars more than the liner, I was all in. But I'm still going to try to be now really good over the Christmas time. I keep seeing other things I want. I keep telling myself, nope, it's that time of year. Okay, so now let's go into the, which one is this? This is the volume 3. This was the first one. I got this in my very first Boxycharm. I'm going to go in with. And a lot of these shimmers are very close together. I don't know, I might just kind of mix a couple here, but let's go with this one. And it was just, I mean, I really like the palette, but, you know, I love being able to make one look out of one palette. It's a rare occasion. I do it, but it's a rare occasion that I use singles or multiple palettes. It has to be something pretty special for me to do that. And that's what I look for in a palette, is being able to pull one look off of it. So when I got this one, the other one in a Boxycharm like 2 months later, it just kind of worked out, and I treat them as one palette. I mean, and the Tarte formula, it's not bad. It's not the best I've ever had, but I should have used that. I just decided to blend something on a brush that was not a blending brush. Yeah, but what I was saying, yeah, they're not the best formula ever. The shimmers feel a little chalky, but I can live with it. You know, I have no idea why I just did my eyes before I did anything else. I usually only do that when I don't do my foundation. It's been a while since I filmed. You can tell I'm kind of out of it. Whew. It's just how I'm rolling today, I guess. All right, let's actually do my face then, and then we'll go back. All right, so again, I'm going into this, The Balm of Your Hand, Volume 2. This I got in an Ipsy mystery bag box. No, it was a box because it was their Step Up. And this Bahama Mama, I just love this. I'm hoping it's not too dark for this time of year. We'll go kind of gentle. It's the other thing, I've been finding it hard to bronze without looking too horribly unnatural. I mean, I understand it's makeup. It's not going to look super natural, but to transition into the winter months here has been a little difficult for me. I never really realized how different my skin shade went. I mean, obviously, you know, if I had just been to the beach or something, it would pull, you know, I would be darker, but it just, you know, just how pale I am during the winter versus how medium I am during the summer. Okay, now I was at my parents' house and I was watching, what was it, the Kelly Clarkson show. I never watched daytime TV, but it was on, and to be absolutely honest, I just couldn't find the remote, so I just watched it. And Kristen Bell was on, and I love Kristen Bell. I've loved Kristen Bell since Veronica Mars. You know, she's just absolutely adorable, and she was wearing, and of course she's promoting Frozen, so, you know, I'm sure she's got a specific look she's going for. But she was wearing a very pink blush and super shiny highlighter. And that was not, I mean, like, I like kind of bling highlighter, but I always, you know, kind of went up here with it, is what I usually do. And she had it like on the you know, on the apples of her cheek, and I'm trying to see if I can recreate it, and if I can recreate it, can I pull it off? Because, you know, I'm not Kristen Bell. So, I'm trying to go for the pinkier. That's what I didn't pull out. I didn't pull out a highlighter. Oh, why didn't you guys tell me that? Go get my highlighters. Tell you what, I think what I have would be most successful at that right now. Oh, that's the blush. That won't do it. Is my Colourpop Super Shock, and I've got this in Lunch Money. I love this stuff. Just love the feel of it. But let's see if I can do this on my, like, the apples of my cheek and get the effect that I'm going for. But I also don't want to cover up the pink. I don't know, what do we think? I don't think I'm going to go up here though with it too, just because I like highlighting up here because my face is starting to sink a little bit. I think I get a little bit more there. Okay, gotta stop playing with it or I'm gonna ruin it. It's not exactly where I wanted it, what I wanted, but I think I'm getting there with it. If you have any suggestions, if I can find a picture of her in that interview, I'll put it up here. I don't know if I can though, or if I can get one that really shows it. You know, all of my highlighters, with the exception of this one, have a more of a shift to it. And I just kind of want this to be that glassy feel that I know I'm way behind, that everybody else has been going for. I might have to, you know, after Christmas, maybe try some of those like Natasha Denona Super Glow stuff. That might be where I have to go with it, but we'll see. If I could find it or do it for a lot cheaper, I would appreciate it. I have no idea how long ago that shut off. I hope it wasn't too long. Okay, but anyway, I'm just setting my face now with the HD Active Performance Freezing Spray from Catrice. I don't think this does quite as well as the MAC Fix Plus, but I think it's doable, especially right now when you're broke for Christmas. All right, I'm gonna go back in with my $1 billion brows here. Haven't used this in a while. I've been pretty strictly sticking with my CoverGirl Ultra Fine pencil because I've been getting the look I really wanted, but I don't want to forget about the other things I have. I just feel with that scar, I just get a little bit more natural coverage with the CoverGirl. Okay. All right, let's do my under eye. Not going to do much because honestly there's not a whole lot to do with these. I think I'm just going to go in with the, I'm going to go in with this caramely color, and then maybe a little bit close up to the lash line I'll go in with this one. So now, just because I cannot buy a lot of stuff right now does not mean I am not following a bunch of the new releases and forming a wish list, which actually is going to be my very next video. I'm gonna create a wish list of things that if I could afford it, I would get it. And, you know, maybe after the holidays, I can get it. Probably won't, but, you know, I can work on some of them because unfortunately, some of them are pretty bougie. Because I have bougie tastes on a ramen budget. I am really not liking this concealer. I feel it's emphasizing a lot of texture throughout here. A lot. I lately have been doing a combo of my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind to keep it moist. Sorry if you don't like that word. And the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer because it has the coverage and the long-lasting and sticking power. It doesn't move around. So when I mix those, I kind of get the perfect combination of what I want. So, all right, eyeliner time. You know what? We're going to do a red lip. Let's do a bold wing. One days, I will figure out how to do wings that match. And I can already tell you these aren't going to match just because of the angle I was drawing. I cannot go from outer corner to inner corner on this eye like I do with this eye. But when I do this eye, I get a much better shape that I like. Am I the only person who has to do their eyes differently? I mean, can you guys go in and do it the same way, or? Okay, well, that's not a point at all. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm completely blocking you. This is just weird. I'm like twisting my arms to get the right angle. Okay, well, I've completely screwed that up. Thank goodness for fake lashes to kind of cover that up. Yeah, that's not crisp at all. All right, let's just leave that as it is before I screw it up anymore. All right, did I pick? Yeah, I picked out a mascara. This, again, was in my very first ever Boxycharm. And I loved it. And it's not that I don't like it. It's just then I got that Damn Girl. And then I got the Velvet Noir. And I liked those just a little bit better. I really don't need a ton of coverage on these today since I'm going with my false lashes. Okay. Now, the lashes. I went to the Dollar Tree the other day. Love the Dollar Tree. You know, things are hit and miss, but I'm always willing to, you know, try stuff out. And I've always seen, you know, they always have like Wet n Wild or LA Colors lashes, and they always have just one style. But then I happened to notice it was past the makeup aisle. It was on an end cap towards the back of the store. They had a whole end cap filled with these that have, these are Ione, if I'm saying them right, 3D faux mink lashes. And they had tons of different styles in these, and which that was the first thing that impressed me. And I went with, you know, they had, you know, cat eye and wispy and a bunch of other things. And then I found this one that was a mix. It is a wispy cat eye crossover. So I decided to try them. I did wear them yesterday. Spoiler alert, I did really like them. Although it is super hard to get into these. At least for me it is. I did have to cut them down. I almost never have to cut eyelashes down. Because I must have just like wide eyes or something, but I did have to cut these down a little bit. But, you know, I don't like a super natural false lash because I don't see what the point is if you're gonna look super natural, unless, you know, unless you have an, ooh, that was way too much. Unless you have an issue where, you know, you just have really bad eyelashes and they don't grow very well, or you can't grow them at all because of some medical condition or something. I mean, you know, I can get lashes with just mascara. So if I want to put on false lashes, I want them to look a little outrageous. But again, that's just me. And I kind of go that way with all my makeup, so. They do have a bit of a thicker band. I mean, it's not a thick band, but it's not like, the Ardell Wispies that are my favorites, they have a super, super thin band. I've definitely seen thicker bands, but, oh, stick down there. And with dollar store lashes, I still would recommend not using dollar store glue, because that's where I've had issues in the past. And mine is not expensive glue. I use the, what is this? I'll look at it here in a second. Duo glue, I think. Works very well. You can get it for like $4 or $5 at CVS. So if you can get it at CVS for that price, I'm sure you can find it cheaper even somewhere else. And these wore really well. I wore them for quite a while yesterday. I don't know, you know, what my suspicion is they probably won't hold out for as long. Like, I won't be able to wear them over and over as many times as some of the other eyelashes out there. And that's where the dollar is probably going to come in. Although, I found an awesome video. I don't know if I saved it or not, though. If I saved it, I'll put the link up here in the eye so that you can see it. It's about cleaning your eyelashes. In case I don't have the link, I just remember what it was that she said to do, was take your eyelashes and do several pairs at a time, if you have several pairs that need to be done, and put them in a bowl with water and a little bit of either makeup cleaner, non-oil makeup cleaner, makeup remover. And I'm sorry if you can hear that knocking. That again is my cat trying to get in, and she will not accept no for an answer. So non-oil makeup cleaner or micellar water in it, and let them soak all night long. Then you take them out and you lay them down on paper towels, and you take like a regular pair of tweezers and very gently, very, very gently on top of the paper towel, just kind of do this motion, and the gummy glue stuff will come off. As well as, you know, any mascara or anything like that, but the gummy glue is usually what is the biggest problem. All right, let's head on to lips. This is just a Believe Beauty from not CVS, Dollar General, and this is in So Chic. I don't know how well this will match, but you know, red lips are so hard to, especially with the liquid, you know, getting a nice line. So let's see if I can do this here. Alright, might have to go back in and fix it afterwards, but And this is the liquid catsuit in Behind the Bleachers. That's a pretty red. It's a cool red, like a blue based. This, I didn't even see what formula this is. Is this the mattes? Yeah, this is a matte. So pleased yesterday. Again, like I said, I saw my sister-in-law, my husband's sister, and she watches the channel. Both of my sister-in-laws watch this, so I love that. And she told me, because of my video, she's gone out and bought 3 liquid catsuits. I mean, they're so awesome. They're so cheap. And they wear really well. And they have the different formulas. So if you're, you know, if you don't like matte lips, they have the high gloss. They've got the, you know, the metallics. They've got the different ranges in it. And so there's just a lot of different variety in the colors and everything. So, all right, so here's my look today. Again, the Infallible seems to be working well. I don't think it's super shiny. Do you? Or not shiny, but luminous. I mean, maybe a little bit in my forehead, but then I powdered that too. I'm just not, I guess I just don't do loomy. And, I'm getting there with the look I want for my cheeks. I'm gonna keep practicing though. So if you guys have any tips or tricks, let me know. I really appreciate it. And I'll keep you, I mean, all this other stuff I've used before, or, you know, for a while, but these are pretty new. I will keep you updated on these, but so far I really, really like them. I think they are, you know, really pretty, and for $1, you just can't go wrong for $1. So, all right, well, that's all I have for you today. Again, I'm sorry that I was gone for a little while, but I'm back. And with the exception of maybe like Christmas week, I hope to keep everything on schedule. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.